gotta be like... Well, our story really started 7 years ago when we first started trying to get pregnant, and through that time we struggled with fertility for almost 5 years. A lot of stress during that time, a lot of things not working out, every month just not working out. We ended up having to go through fertility treatment to get pregnant with our first child, Brooks.
Like Josh said, it was really hard on us. We stuck together through it all. We ended up getting pregnant with our son in August of 2013. Everything was going great until we got to our 20-week anatomy scan, and at that point they had told us his measurements were not right, there was something wrong, and they suspected he may have Down syndrome. After Christmas, we went to MUSC. After doing some genetic testing, found out he did not have Down syndrome, but he was not getting the nutrients and blood flow that he needed to grow. We were admitted into MUSC, and 4 days later, on February 3rd, Brooks was born at 14.6 ounces and 10 inches long.
What was meant to be the most blessing time of your life just became a total roller coaster. There's no time to relax, no time to enjoy those moments that most new parents get to enjoy with their child. It's constant, watching your child fight for their life every moment of the day. Finally, after 4 weeks, he didn't have any more fight in him. We basically were given a decision where there was nothing else they could do. Being excited that you were supposed to bring your child home and leaving the hospital and not having the child to bring home it was just horrible. We struggled for the next 6 months just leaning on each other. She would have bad days, I would have bad days. Luckily for us, we didn't have too many bad days at the same time. We just leaned on each other.
When we went back to the fertility doctor, they didn't understand why what happened to Brooks happened, so we tried the same route again with IUI, which is less evasive and not as many medications and that kind of thing. And we did that for 5 months, and each time it was a negative test and a negative pregnancy test and another negative pregnancy test. And we finally got a positive right before Christmas, and 2 days later had a miscarriage. So another devastating time right at Christmas time. And we decided, let's talk about IVF, and decided in June to start the IVF process. Went through months and months of the medications and the doctor's appointments. In the end, got pregnant with our daughter that almost 34 weeks pregnant with, and everything has gone absolutely perfect.
Every doctor's appointment leading all the way up to our dreaded 26-week mark where we struggled with our first child, we just kept waiting for bad news and waiting for bad news. But every appointment was like, great news, everything's good, great news, everything's good. And one thing that we've learned through everything we've been through the last 2 years is learn, to just not take moments for granted. So every time we would get a good okay that the baby's doing good, we would go out and celebrate. We didn't do that with Brooks, and we didn't have that many moments. In life, you never know how many good moments and good memories you're going to have. That's our story. We got about 5 more weeks, and we'll get to hold a beautiful, healthy girl, and a miracle after a long, hard storm. Our rainbow girl, after a long, hard storm, will be here in our arms.